engagement at Beth Tzedec congregation.
I'm the last name to the of beauty and Beth Tzedec congregation.
Okay, so now we know. It's a very big honor for us to do Havdalah with you. So we're going to be starting. So, before we do the Havdalah, we want to do a little bit of learning with you. Is we're going to do something in the Pirkei Avot. And we're going to give this a little bit of context. So after Moshe, he received the Torah in Mount Sinai, he passed this, the Torah and the information of the Torah from generation to generation, right? And then, but this was just from mouth to mouth, or we say in Hebrew, mipe lepe, until Rav Yehuda Anasi, he said, okay, this is kind of all over the place. We have a lot of information. Let's put everything together to something that's called the Mishnah. So the Mishnah is a very important thing in Judaism. And inside the Mishnah, there's a lot of halacha. There's a lot of rules, but there's also a lot of ethics. And the Pirkei Avot is one of these very, book concentrated with ethics. It's very nice. And there's a very nice tradition that a lot of people, a lot of Jews in the world do, that they start to study the Pirkei Avot, which is this chapter of our sages and these ethics and these conversations about the ethics. We start to learn it from Pesach to Rosh Hashanah. So there's like in the summertime after Mincha, there's a lot of time in these Shabbatot. So now we're kind of in the second chapter, 2 from 6. And we're going to talk about one of them that I really like. This is verse number 9. You that hear our very nice Israeli Hebrew speaker will read it for us in Hebrew. It's really only two or three lines, and then I'll read it in English.
אמר להם, צאו איזה דרך ישרה שידבוק באדם. רבי אליעזר אומר, עין טובה. רבי יהושע אומר, חבר טוב. רבי יוסי אומר, שכן טוב. רבי שמעון אומר, הרואה את המלאך. רבי אלעזר אומר, לב טוב. אמר להם, רואה אני את דברי אלעזר בן ערך מדבריכם, שבכלל דבריו דבריכם.
Okay, so what Yehuda was saying, I'm going to now translate it and say it in English. I just have 2 of them here, so I'm just going to stop myself so I don't go too far. Okay, so, and he said to them, so, this is a continuation, and who said to them here before was Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, who was talking in the verse before this. It was the teacher of them. So he said to them, go out and see what is the straight path that a person should climb to. This is very important. So you my talmidim, my students, go outside, which is these very big rabbis, go outside and check what's happening in the world and how can a person be straight. So straight to the straight path. Rabbi Eliezer says, a good eye, to see things with a good eye. Rabbi Yeshua says, a good friend. Rabbi Yossi says, a good neighbor, shachen tov, that's something we know. Rabbi Shimon says, seeing the consequences of one's actions. So something that you can already see what's going to happen. You need to kind of see what's coming from your actions. Rabbi Elazar says, a good heart. And he said to them, again, this big rabbi, the teacher, he said, I see the words of Rabbi Elazar ben Arach, and it's better than all of yours because your words are included in his. So what he said a good heart. So what can we learn from this? So you can try to be a good neighbor, you can try to be a good friend, you can try to see what it's coming, so you're kind of avoiding to do wrong. But if your heart is not in a good position and your heart is not good enough, so if you don't change internally who you are, then none of this is something that it really matters, right? Because if your actions are not really showing who you are, then it's not worth it. And if your heart is in the right place, then things will just come out naturally for you. And you're going to be a good friend and a good neighbor, and you're going to be already predicting what is going to happen, so you can do good to others, right? So this is something really nice that we can all learn, that someone really needs to, you know, do inspections of themselves and other feelings and thoughts, and do good to others. So that's what we're going to learn. Now we're going to do the Havdalah. For the Havdalah, we're going to need yain, wine or juice, the candle, and the psamim, something that will do smell. The smell is just, you know, to remember that the Shabbat is leaving, right? So it's leaving us with a good smell. So we're going to do two types. So it's how we do it here at home, and how we do it at shul with the kids. So now we're going to do the Karliwach, kind of a mangina. La 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafem, borei pri hagafem. La 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei minej besamim, borei minej besamim. La 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 la. La 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei האש, borei meorei האש. La 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, המבדיל בין קודש לחול וגול לחושך, בין ישראל לעמים. ביום השביעי לששת ימי ברוך אתה אדוני, המבדיל בין קודש לחול, המבדיל בין קודש לחול. Shavuah tov, Shavuah tov, Shavuah tov, Shavuah tov. Oh, this is so nice. Now we're going to sing a little bit for Eliyahu Hanavi. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Atishvi, Eliyahu Gaviyadi, Aveyameinu Mashiach ben David. Now I'm going to sing a song for you. I'm going to be clapping my hands, and you're later going to kind of guess what the language is. Probably you know the song. It's not Hebrew and it's not English. We'll sing. Adam Avinu, Padre querido, Padre bendito, luz de Israel. Abraham Avinu, Padre querido, Padre bendito, luz de Israel. Yes, that was Ladino. That's a language that was spoken by the Jews and is still being spoken. It's the same as for the Jews in Bulgaria and other places. My family and I, we wish you, and my daughter Mia, who's just speaking right now. Thank them. We wish you a Shavuah Tov, full of love and success and health and everything, and all the good and all the blessings God can give it to you. So